Hello, and welcome to another Tactical Corner. Today, we look at the tactics and strategy used in Shadow War Armageddon, the first game of the campaign series that was released earlier this week. So, let's dive into the strategy, sit back, and discuss. Hello, and welcome to the Tactical Corner, where we look at the strategies and tactics involved in the game that was released earlier this week. If you haven't seen the battle report, please check the link down below and make sure you look at the battle report. It is the first of a series of Shadow War Armageddon battle reports, featuring the Dark Eldar Witches versus the Grey Knight Strike Team Regalis, with Adam from Blackfire Productions. So make sure you check out his YouTube channel as well. Game 1 was a straight up kill team fight. So we had two kill teams in Shadow War Armageddon, and essentially just trying to bottle or make the enemy army break. The strategy involved for the Grey Knight army was a very elite force that had overwhelming firepower in comparison to a larger witch army, but I don't have that much shooting or long range. Essentially, the witches are very good in combat, but they have to try and get there. Now, it's not as easy as it might think, even though there was a lot of cover to get there and you know, we could maneuver. The Grey Knight player, Adam, placed very well, picked a great spot, and essentially put his army, his little strike team, in a position where right in front of them there was a lot of open ground. And this meant that I was not going to be able to approach his position without revealing myself or having a turn of vulnerability. Now, I did move up at first stealthily, but the biggest mistake I made in this game, and I think it's what made or broke the game with me, was not making use of hiding. If I would have hidden, it meant that I would have been able to not have suffered casualties in that critical first turn where he took a few of my models out of action. Now, hiding prevents the enemy from targeting you at all at range unless they get up close or get a good angle on you. And later in the campaign, I do start using hiding a lot more against his units, but essentially I would have had more models ready to jump out at him when I did that fateful turn, and hopefully I would have gotten into combat with him. So, note to self, against an army that has a lot more shooting than you, make sure you stay hidden so that you don't end up like me and having a bunch of witches lying down on the ground bleeding to death. The second mistake I made was not deploying my Blood Bride in a good position where she could have been of use in the game. All in all, it was quick, it was brutal. My army broke. I didn't even get a chance to really get into combat with the witches. But let's see how the campaign goes and if I learn about my mistakes. Of course, please stay tuned. Make sure you check out all the links below and become a patron if you'd like to help me create more content. This is Skari, your grateful host, signing off till next time.